These are definitely not anywhere near $5. We may have come to the wrong place. We are at the Palmer Event Center in Austin, Texas, and we are here for the Austin Record Convention. It happens twice a year, in the spring and the fall, or summers, fall, anyway. But we're here now, and we're gonna go in and see, I guess we're gonna do a convention. Okay, so here's some ground rules for this episode. So this guy, he's not allowed to buy jazz because that's his go-to, and you know, it's easy for him because there's typically a lot of jazz that's cheap, and he doesn't get to do that today. So it's going to be a true challenge for him, and we'll see if he's able to keep it under $5 because those are the rules unless I break them.
I'm willing to bet that I actually do better than you. I am, because you have expensive tastes, and you're gonna find some record from your childhood that happens to be $20, and off camera you're gonna be like, I'm gonna buy this.
Maybe.
I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna be like, look, I found something that was $4.99, but it's not jazz.
Well, we'll see what happens. I hope you are successful.
All right. Well, enough of us chit-chatting.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Let's go get in there.
Right.
Bye.
I know you're a big fan of TURNTABLES, and this is, I think it's half price, which would make it $5.
Yeah, I mean, it's a single. It's a single. Where did you find this? Right in here?
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely not jazz. And I'm familiar with 2 of these remixes. 2 of them. So this now gets to go here, and I have to go.
What I'm really interested in is
I think I may have found one for you.
Really?
Tears for Fears.
I am a huge Tears for Fears fan. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with them. I had all of their cassette tapes.
Oh, what is this thing?
I used to put it in my Walkman and just listen to these guys over and over and over and over, and I would sing their songs, you know, just... Did I ever tell you that I had wanted to be like in a band?
You know that I love you, the person.
I mean, if I could be like Gwen Stefani.
No.
That would be like a total dream. I mean, I don't know if I still feel that way right this second in my life, but that was something that I would have totally done if I could sing, but I can't sing. But anyway, I love this. This is awesome. And it's half off, so it's like $3. I think we have to, I think I have to. So look, isn't that cute? Like, I found one for you, you found one for me. Hey, I feel like somebody was just talking about that record.
Yeah, this was just brought up on Analog Planet by Michael Fremer. He has the original pressing of this that is pretty beat to but
well, the cover was.
The cover was. The album's in great shape, but he was making a point that it's a bit of a myth that records, you know, are super, super fragile, because his copy, I think he said, was 40 plus years old.
How much is that?
It's $16, and it's a German edition.
But it's half off. It's not $5.
It's not $5, but this is a hell of an $8 record.
Talked about him. What the? That's weird. I guess it's for kids. I don't know. They pressed some weird shit back in the day. Willie and family. Whiskey River? Oh my God. If you've got the money, I've got the time. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. I freaking love that song. Oh my God. This is great. For $3? Okay. What is it in just my dog ate it condition? I don't know. Woo! I mean, I don't know a whole lot about record conditions, but even I can look at this and be like, that's gonna skip. Maybe it's gonna play like crap, but I feel like for $3, whoa, it's missing. Hold on. Should it have another record in here? It should? Maybe that's why it's $3. Okay, well, side 4. Alright, well it does have Whiskey River. It doesn't have the cowboy one.
Skip it?
Well, I mean, it's missing a whole damn record.
Oh.
What's wrong?
It's a Charlie Parker album that I don't have, but it's jazz, and it would have been $5 if it weren't for you. Okay, so obviously we are not at the record convention anymore because, well, we had planned to be there for maybe, what, an hour, hour and a half? And
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we always have a tendency to underestimate the amount of time this stuff's gonna take.
You want to know how we underestimate the amount of time? Before we even started filming, I asked if she wanted something to eat, and she's like, no, I'm good.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. All right.
The lack of food is starting to catch up with me.
And so we're home now because we had to, well, first of all, we took the record convention pretty much to close. So we were there for about 4 hours.
Yeah, we got one of those, you know when you're at a bar and
last call.
It's the last call, and they go over the loudspeaker, and they're like, if you're not with the band or f***ing the band, you need to get the fuck out. Yeah. I mean, basically, we got that announcement.
But at a record convention.
More like a more PG. For some reason, Andrew has a no by Hank Williams policy.
There are just some artists out there in the world that I just don't divorce the person from the music. And I know that we've talked about this, or maybe it's come up in other episodes where, like, can you still like Michael Jackson? And I can divorce the man from the music. I don't know why. When it comes to Hank Williams, I just can't do it.
What do you guys think? I love his music. So
well, then that's all that matters.
I don't really know his personal history or his family's history.
Well, that's all that matters.
But, I do like his songs, and yeah.
Well, it's his greatest hits.
It's his greatest hits. It's got all the great ones, clearly.
So
anyway,
this is when we started to go off the rails.
Anyway, if it's $3, I'm gonna get it. Oh my God, it's Eddie Rabbit. He follows us everywhere.
He does.
Okay, wait. There was a record in there that I pointed out to you.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to know why it is that we're not allowed to buy this.
We're not allowed to buy Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms. Well, for one reason, there's no record in this sleeve. That's number one. Number two, this is another one of those audiophile albums that always seems to get played at shows. And to my good friend Dan Loftman over at Emotiva, he made us listen to this crap all day. So shout out to Dan, founder of Dire Straits, and not buying it.
Now this is a record cover that I think might have hard time being made today. This looks a little #MeToo. Yeah, this is definitely #MeToo. Holy crap. Oh my God, this has Reunited on it.
Reunited. That's all I can sing. Nope, stop. Now we just got demonetized.
Please don't. Yes. shake your groove thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And without realizing.
You're such a dork.
I know. I know. But I love this song. I do.
You getting it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
I now have like 3 copies of this. Everyone buys me this album.
Really?
Yes. Whenever family members or friends are like, I'm gonna buy you a record, I always end up getting Madman. Look at this. I'm not allowed to buy it, but that's a Keith Jarrett that I don't have. And I know it's not $5, but still, I could take this whole bin. I really could.
My dad started it in 1981 here in Austin, Texas. He was a longtime record collector and the manager of a local record store, and he kind of started by thinking like, yeah, we should get some people together and sell some records, that'd be kind of cool, and ended up immediately getting out of control. And so the first show, they tried to make it small, it got way too big, way too fast. I think he told me they ran out of beer at the first event. So subsequently they expanded to a larger venue, and it's just sort of gone from ever since. And we have over 300 tables of vendors selling records, so I think the number of vinyl records has got to be in the millions. If you're interested in coming and seeing probably the biggest variety and most unique kind of collection of music memorabilia and vinyl that you've ever seen, and you're really excited by looking for, there's some records you've been wanting to buy for a long time, you've never found them, or you've never found them at the right price, or you get really excited talking to people about music you like, I would say this is a great event for you. You don't have to be a hardcore collector to come, so don't be intimidated. It's a lot of records, but it's a lot of really fun people who are really excited to kind of introduce you to all kinds of music you might not have known existed.
Hype stickers,
Okay.
they call them, which is kind of like calls out the highlights of what's on the album. Not every copy you find is going to have this on there. This is kind of an indication that this is the first release.
Okay.
Because it was new, and so they put this extra advertising on there, so you know it's a Cars album, and you know it's got these songs on it, because the plain cover by itself doesn't have any information about even who the artist is.
Wow.
So the record company says, you know, the artists want an artistic cover for whatever reason. They don't want a lot of lettering and everything. And the record company says, oh, okay, but then they slap this on top of it.
But we need to sell it.
Yeah, right. We need to sell it. I mean, you can be artistic all you want. But.
And you said this. You said this has a gatefold or something. What?
Yeah, a gatefold is anything that opens up like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A lot of times it's a double album, but even single albums like this one, it's only a single album, but this one happens to have a full-size poster in it too, so they made it a gatefold, and one side has the record and one side has the poster.
Cool. So this one's not, this one hasn't actually been, I mean, it's been open, but it's not ever been like open. So I get to be the first person to do that, which is kind of cool. Anyway, thank you for the history lesson.
Sure.
Okay, we have to give a shout out to our friend at the White Roach. We've got some Clarence Carter here. She would be super proud. She loves this guy. Patches. Doesn't have the one. What was that? What was that song?
Strokin'.
Strokin'. That's not on there, but I'm sure it's very good. But it's $25, so.
Yeah.
I liked talking with the people.
Yeah, I did
vendors.
too. There was that young couple that owned the record store
yes, they
in
were awesome.
Corpus.
Corpus Christi,
Yeah,
which
they
is
were-
in the valley in Texas.
By the, yeah, towards the Gulf. It's
Yeah.
towards the Gulf, yeah. They were great.
And that's what I really love, just seeing younger-ish people that are into this, because, you know, look, there are no shortage of, I guess you would call like the baby boomer type, but somebody that's in their mid-20s
to mid-30s.
You know, or younger even, you just don't see them that often. And so when I see somebody like that, I'm like, oh, you're like a unicorn, and I want to talk to you.
This is true.
I'm like, why are you into this?
When I was in high school, there was only one place, and I could find stuff there every now and then, but I was more interested in like punk rock and collecting like soundtracks, like 80s horror movies and like things like that, and there just wasn't, it was like an underserved market in our town, and so I figured no one wanted to hire me out of college with a philosophy degree. I might as well do something good for somebody.
I had this CD when I was in high school or college or something like that.
Didn't you just graduate?
Yeah. So like last year.
You look like it. You do.
Thanks. Not quite, but $150.
Well, there's a 5 in it.
Yeah. So what makes it rare and collectible?
There was like a big, I don't know, conspiracy by the record companies to make vinyl not as quality as it used to be, and intentionally so to phase it out and bring CDs in as the dominant format. For whatever reason, I couldn't tell you the justification behind it, but they were trying to make CDs a dominant format. So slowly, the only things that really were getting pressed in the mid-90s all the way into the mid-2000s, other than like indie labels and bands, was like hip-hop singles. They would make small runs of records, but like one when I first started collecting that I wanted was Toxicity by System of a Down, which was like 2000, I think, 2001. And it was like a $100-$200 record at the time, because I don't know, maybe they made 1,000 or 2,000 of them, and that was it. And they weren't widely distributed, so all that era is kind of difficult to find in its original pressing.
I mean, for me personally, what got me in trouble and why this is a $5 fines episode plus like extra stuff
With an asterisk.
Yeah, $5 fine slash other things.
We're broke now.
Yeah. Oh. I found there was one shop there that seriously. I'm seriously gonna cry. This is like my entire like teenage years in a box. It's amazing. I don't know if I had enough money in my bank account to get everything that I wanted. Come on. That's everything. That's awesome. Oh, check this out. Remember in New Orleans at White Roach? This was the Blind Melon album I actually wanted. A friend of mine made a documentary on them.
What is it?
Blues Traveler 4. We saw them in concert. John Popper looked bored.
He drank a lot. That's all I remember.
He drank a lot, and he left the stage quite a bit.
To drink.
To drink. I have this. Okay, we need to change the name of the show. It's no longer $5 fines, it's everything I can find. What? I mean, yeah. Oh, here you go. You'll want to change the name of the show too.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Get out of town.
Your rules, not mine. This is insanity.
He got this all in one collection. He thought it was awesome.
What? This was one person's collection. So they just had like 9 copies of Soundgarden.
Yeah, he kind of bought it on like a 90s are coming back into style.
Unbelievable.
Now they're selling really well.
Yeah, because you can't find that. I have this. I have this. Mine's not sealed. Mine's very much played by me. Oh, wow.
interesting grease. I can imagine
It's $5 twice.
You're a stupid dumbass.
I still am a little sad that we left without any Alice in Chains. But, you know, I'm hoping that maybe one of these days I will stumble upon...
You're not going to stumble upon a $5 Alice in Chains.
You don't know that.
It's going to look like a coaster.
It's fine.
At a bar.
Right, but you know what, here's the thing, like, how many times have we come across a album cover that looks like it was run over by a semi truck,
right?
But it plays just fine.
Good deal. Talking Heads.
Oh no way! All right, let's see. What is this? Stop Making Sense. This has Psycho Killer on it. Burning down the house. Holy! Take me to the river.
How much is it?
It's $18.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think you've been after Talking Heads since we saw them in concert.
Well, yes.
So $18 is not the end of the world.
It's not.
I think you should get it.
Okay.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
Well, so what's the deal with this?
The deal is that it's not obviously inside of the rules of our show.
What's the show?
Our show is $5 fines, and we travel around the country and visit shops and stuff, and kind of do spotlights on the shop, and then while we're there, dig crates for the best diamond in the rough. But I have 5 records in my life that are not part of my collection that I have a buy on site rule with myself, and this is number 5. So we're gonna buy it.
Cash? Charge?
Charge. Sorry, we're breaking all sorts of rules today, but I have to have that.
Really? What's wrong with them? It's $5. You give good love? Yeah. How will I know? All at once? Son of a bitch. It's coming home with me.
I found something.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I got my record for free. He couldn't get his card machine to work, and so he just gave it to me.
Aww.
It was so nice.
Look to your right. Up. Over.
Okay, wait.
Look
what?
at the wall.
I am this. You're wanting me
to the no, to the left on the wall.
Can you believe it? It was right there!
It's a first pressing. Ugh, God, I wonder how much it is. Can I see your No Doubt, please?
I also have a sealed reissue with the t-shirt.
Oh, well.
That came out in 2009.
Okay, I want to look at that. I don't care if it's a first pressing. I'm so glad to find it.
Good.
Oh wait, this is it.
Do you want a bag for the both of them?
No, wait, do we still?
This is full.
This is full, we might need a bag. My first pressing. I've never bought a first pressing.
Oh, now you're hooked.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but I like music more than I care about whether or not something is
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
first pressing or bootleg or rare, whatever.
I have a traveling record shop, so I do about 50 shows a year. And this is the farthest I travel, but I'll be out in Chicago this summer. I do a lot of New York shows, a lot of New England shows.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this full-time about 4 years now, and part-time a few years before that. I tell people it took me 60 years to find the job I really love, and I've been doing that since, so wow. I love doing it.
Wait a minute.
How are you?
Now, okay, there's an interesting story about this album. That we were watching... What show were we watching? Where I commented that someone was doing a Placebo cover, and then we found out that Running Up That Hill was a cover of Kate Bush's.
Yeah, I don't remember what TV show. We'll have to put it. We'll add it in.
It was Pose on Netflix.
It was what?
Pose on Netflix.
Yeah.
Amazing show, but they have the Kate Bush rendition, or I should say the original, of Running Up That Hill, which I mistakenly thought was a Placebo track, because I'm a dumbass. You a Tears for Fears fan?
Oh my god, so I am a huge Tears for Fears fan. Can you tell me the songs on that one?
Shout, Working Hour.
Okay, you don't even have to say anymore. How much is it?
It's as much as what goes in our bag. That's how much it costs.
No, really, how much is it?
It's $12.
12?
Yeah, we're breaking all the rules of the show.
It'll be 10 because you bought another.
What's that?
It'll be 10 because you guys bought
Eurythmics. Would I lie to you? And
it was a really good day.
It was.
I don't know. I think we got some really good music.
I think as our friend Dolly Farton from The White Roach would say, we got some bangers.
We got so many bangers.
We got some bangers today, because I know No Doubt's going to be on heavy rotation. Yeah. I know Tool Enema is going to be on heavy rotation probably when I'm home alone.
I like Tool as well.
Okay, well,
I'm the one that pointed out Typo Negative to you.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was another album that I'm like, oh. And then I was like, oh.
He thought he was gonna have to explain it to me, and I'm like, bitch, I just gave it to you.
I don't know.